gets underway with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can do with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The sure hands, it's Ramsey. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Just keeps slinging it. Pressure coming. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Indiana! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be like the throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Now our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Give to the single back. He breaks a tackle. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Handoff from the gun. Spins away from the defender. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Complete in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The extra point here would tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly. Get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
There he goes. Delivers the stiff ball. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Quickly complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
On on the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight there. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Finally brought down with the return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Throws it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Running back searching for a hole. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff to the lone back. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. Brings it to the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverine.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker, turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip into our hands. Let's go get some points.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this one. Again, he noses his way into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
To the air on 2nd down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Hoosiers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the rush will get 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Wolverines want to move quickly. They try to get it outside on the left. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it.
Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Looks as if he had an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll throw it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short the first down mark. Tempo and overdrive. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Hoosiers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass in the next snap.
Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Connection to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A first down run on the doorstep. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. On the ready. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference, defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Pushes toward the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
It's complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got it in the middle. It's Boone. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much.
There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Defense wants to bring the heat, keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll bring it back from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page. And the defense down in this game. They just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hoosiers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Hoosiers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always